So have I seen insurance companies act in bad faith? The answer is yes. We've had several cases over the years where the insurance companies had many opportunities to settle a case for within their policy limits and protect their insured, but instead chose to lowball or outright deny claims altogether in hopes that our eventual clients would not hire lawyers. Let me tell you about one. I had a client who had been offered $4,000 by an insurance company. And she was a young woman who had been recommended surgery by her orthopedic surgeon. Policy limits were $100,000, not really enough to satisfy the client, but clearly $100,000 should have been tendered without her ever having to hire a lawyer. So we get involved and we send another demand letter to the carrier asking them to tender the full policy limit in an effort to avoid litigation, which my client wanted to do. They still denied the claim and doubled down on their $4,000 offer. At that point, we filed suit, ran the case through litigation, and then at mediation, were able to settle the case for $650,000. Because you may say to yourself, now why would they pay that much money over the policy limit? It's simple. They knew that they had exposed their insured, the person who bought the policy, who caused the crash, to a situation where they could have been held liable for any judgment verdict in excess of the policy limits of $100,000. At the end of the day, this young lady had surgery and was going to be dealing with some challenges for the next several years. At that point, it made sense for the client to get her case resolved, and I was happy to do it for her. But yes, insurance companies do this type of thing all the time. They will tell you that they can't tender the policy limits for a whole host of reasons. And then when a lawyer gets involved, they say, oh, we're sorry, here's the policy limit. Except they did that with, frankly, with a lawyer who was not interested in settling for the policy limits at that time, because I knew what they had done, which was sacrifice their own insured's financial interests in favor of their own.